The latest John Jones and Tom Aspinall news. We have a lot of tweets to cover, so here we go. John Jones said, only 4 recognizable opponents and already the King of England. Must be nice. There will be legendary tales told about you and your infamous call-outs. And then a fan responded and said, he's done all he can do. You can't blame him for being frustrated. To which John Jones says, I mean, it doesn't really work like that. I was a champion when I was 23 years old. You can't show up at age 30 pretending like you've been chasing me your whole life. I have no clue who 90% of his resume is. Meanwhile, I've been highlighting UFC events my entire career. I don't know why he used the word highlighting and not headlining, but we're just going to go with it. Tom Aspinall responds by saying, John, you're letting your ego run wild here, mate. I'm not downplaying your resume. It's incredible, far superior to mine. You are known as the best fighter ever, and that's exactly why I want to beat you. Surely you can understand that. I think Tom Aspinall comes off as very entitled, and I understand that he won the interim title, and in most circumstances, I would say 95% of the time, the interim title holder gets a title shot. It's just what it is. However, this is not normal circumstances. This is different. You have Stipe Miocic, an all-time great heavyweight. You have arguably the all-time greatest UFC heavyweight, at least. I still say Fedor is the greatest heavyweight of all time, but that's another discussion for another video. And then you have John Jones, who is the greatest light heavyweight of all time and is now the heavyweight champion. So you have to make that fight for legacy. That fight has been talked about for years, longer than we've even known who Tom Aspinall was. The idea of John Jones moving up and fighting a great heavyweight was in talks way back when Cain Velasquez was the heavyweight champion. It's a fight that needs to be made for legacy. It's a fight that both Stipe and John Jones can get motivated for and have that fire within them and have something to work towards and get up in the morning for. And it does something for both of them. John Jones beating Stipe does a lot for John Jones. Stipe beating John Jones does a lot for Stipe. However, Stipe or John Jones beating Tom Aspinall doesn't really do much for them. Let's just call it what it is. Tom Aspinall's resume is not on par to either one of them. I know you guys love him, right? Tommy Aspinall, all that shit. I know you guys love him, but this is an entitled attitude that he has, and unfortunately in this situation, he needs to wait. He just flat out needs to wait. Now, if you ask me, what do I rather see? I would rather see Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. That's the fight that I would rather see. Why? Because the whole point of this, right? The whole point of John Jones ever fighting is to see who can beat him. That's the whole point. He's so damn good that you want to see who could beat him. And it's sort of like Floyd Mayweather in that sense. You just want to see him lose. We've never seen him lose. We want to see him lose. And it's not because you hate John Jones or anything like that. It's just you want to see the undoable be done, right? The impossible be done. And I feel Tom Aspinall has the best chance of doing that. He's way younger. He's got fast hands. Power in his hands, power in his kicks. He can grapple as well. I think Tom Aspinall has a better chance at beating John Jones than Stipe Miocic, and I've said it before in previous videos. However, for legacy, it's a no-brainer that you got to do Stipe versus John Jones. In terms of sport, in terms of finding out who is who and who is the greatest of all time and things like this, even though those are sort of subjective, non-measurable metrics, whatever, you have to make that fight. You have to make the fight. And it's unfortunate for Tom Aspinall that he came up in this era where he's stuck in between two goats. You know what I mean? He's got a goat here and a goat here, and here he is. You know what I mean? Just trying to get in where he fits in. He needs to wait. And if he doesn't want to wait, it's fine. He needs to defend the interim title. And a lot of you saying, oh, defending an interim title is a ridiculous idea. It's not. It's been done before. I hear you, But listen, he still gets the money, right? He still gets pay-per-view points. He still gets that UFC title money as an interim champion. So make your money and just build your own legacy. Beat another top contender. And that top contender is Ciryl Gane. Beat Ciryl Gane in an interim title fight and be undeniable. You get what I'm saying? If you look at Tom Aspinall's resume, it is very abysmal. You know, Alexander Volkov, okay, cool. Andrei Arlovsky when he was 42, you know what I mean? Like, way out of his prime Arlovsky. All right. Are we going to pretend like that's something to fucking pat ourselves on the back over? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. John Jones has had wins like that way back in the day when he beat Vladimir Matyushenko and, you know, Stefan Bonner and, you know, he's had wins like that. You know, that's a nothing win in terms of resume is concerned. Again, this isn't an Andrei Arlovsky that was 35 and, you know, this isn't even the Andrei Arlovsky that, you know, knocked out Travis Brown or had a great fight with Travis Brown or whatever, you know. This is just a completely shell of himself, Andrei Arlovsky, respectfully. Outside of that, you have Stipe's resume. Stipe beat a better version of Andre. Stipe beat all these guys. Like, Tom Aspinall, who has he beat? Sergey Spivak? Like, come on, bro. Who the fuck is Sergey Spivak in the grand scheme of things? You get what I'm saying? Tom Aspinall needs to go out there and fight Surreal Gone, and he needs to just continue being him, continue doing his job, and then he will become undeniable. In the meantime, John Jones and Stipe must happen, and I agree with John Jones on that take. I think Tom Aspinall is coming off very entitled, and it's like, bro, just defend. Just defend against Surreal. And it's as simple as that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, it really doesn't matter. Just join the discussion. And please follow for more. Thank you. You are appreciated.